Could you quickly go through like just really quick what your expectations are for lab on Wednesday? Because I just want to be clear if like every Wednesday you're gonna be going over new content that we're not necessarily, doing on our Sunday and Monday
Technically,
sessions
I'm
on.
just really being supplemental for what she's teaching. So I can go over what you guys don't understand. I can ask you guys, I can go to your screens and ask you, which is what I usually do, go to people's screens, ask them to do something. Uh, but it's really just supplemental. Primarily tonight, my main focus is one thing only, really, is joins.
Yo, so can you hear me?
What's up, brother?
This was good, man.
Hey, man, what's up with
Nothing much, man. Just make sure I'm good here, man, on the audio and the mic, whatnot.
you? Yeah, you loud and clear. We hear you real
All right.
good. Okay. But yeah, so this is just strictly supplemental. Um, man, if y'all don't get some, y'all just ask me. As far as new material, I could go ahead, but I'm sure if even if I did go, let's say I went all the way to the end of all the scripts, it's still gonna have to be reviewed. Lima's still gonna start back where she stopped at last Tuesday. I mean Monday, right? So Sunday she's gonna go back and do the exact same thing she did. Or the point where she cut off at Monday. So really, I'm just helping out, giving you guys more time, more repetition to understand SQL. I'll do this with SSRS. Tableau, you kind of on your own on that one. I don't really have too much I can teach you on Tableau. As far as Power BI, that's all me. So that's how that go.
Sounds good. So when that time comes, like Wednesdays will be used for Power BI when we get to the reporting tool.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We do Power BI. I'll probably just give y'all the lab straight out in class on Tuesday. I mean on Monday, and that'll be that. And then you'll just, because we're gonna try to squeeze that into like just a month. It's gonna be a month of Power BI, and we'll be done. All right. So we're gonna go straight to the joints because I peeped in here the other day and I saw that you guys were doing joins. Before we even get started, I want y'all to be aware of something. Hold on, let me.
Hey, Sub Zero.
Yo,
I was unable to make it to class yesterday.
don't worry about
Monday.
it. I
Okay,
got you.
I just didn't want to think that I just gave up so quickly.
Oh no, man! Don't give up at all. Never mind so
No,
quickly.
no,
Yeah.
no. But I had to work really late, and then I haven't had a chance to review. Man, I was up all night pretty much the night before, so I
Don't
had to
worry about
sleep.
it.
So,
Don't worry about it,
um,
fam.
I just had a question. One other question. If I'm since I feel like I'm kind of behind in my mind, um, even though I kind of did some of the work ahead of time for Monday's kind of class. If I feel behind, should I just do extra work throughout the time I do have? Like try to get in maybe an hour and a half or 2 hours of studying, or do you recommend I stay with the 1 hour?
I mean, which is much time. The more time, the better you get.
Gotcha. That's
So
what I
I just
wanted.
say that was just me making that suggestion when you first get here was really just me trying to help you guys get, like, hey, at a minimum. But look, if you can, I've had people do 8 hours in a
Gotcha.
day and
Yeah,
kill it.
I'm trying to work on the weekends more so because I have more free time then. So that's why.
All right, no problem, no problem. So let's get to it. So first of all, I want you to look at this right here. In fact, let me just control Z all out of all of them. I ain't even gonna fool. I'm just gonna do one. Now let's look at this right here. Right now, I want you guys to think of this logically as tables. Okay. Now, when I say table A, table A is on the left, table B is on the right. Okay. So let's do this. Just gonna put an A here, and this is a B. Right. So we got table A, we got table B. Right. Now, if I say, go get me, which is always select statement, go get me the records from table A that correspond with table B. Which records am I referring to? Well, in that regard, we would be referring to these records that are shaded in the black, because that's where both of the tables intersect. That's a join. That's all it is. I wanted to give you a logical represent of a logic understanding of it, so you can see what's going on. All right, that's called an inner join. Inner join, and really, when you see an inner join, it's like when you just see the word join by itself. If I say table A join table B, that's just an inner join. That is the default type of join you will get. It is only where both tables intersect. Does anybody have any questions about what an inner join is? We're going to go into the syntax in a second, but I just want you guys to see it. So do you guys see that? If I say select star from table A, inner join table B on A.ID equals B.ID, that will basically give me everything from both table A and table B that intersects between the two tables. Somebody was about to ask a question. So I guess everybody get it.
Can you write that out, what you just said about table A?
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to you. I'm gonna show it to you. But just think, I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna let me do the logic piece, then I'm gonna type it out. When I type it out, you'll see it, right? So I tell you what, I just gonna type it up under there. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. I have to bring this down a little bit. Let me wait. Let me go ahead and keep going. Then I'll put the sequel in there, because I'm gonna have to change the size of the font. And I don't want to do all that. So let me go ahead and do another one.
So it's like,
go ahead.
oh, my bad. So it's like when we was in school, like the Venn diagrams, everything.
Exactly. That's exactly
middle,
what it is.
How they relate.
That's
and
exactly
everything that's in.
exactly what it is. Venn diagram.
Okay.
Now, if I say, go get me everything from table A, and only where there are corresponding matches in table B, that will be known as a left join, because table A is on the left side. So if I say, what do you mean? So, well, this is what I'm saying. You're not going to see that A. I'm about to make those letters something different. I probably should have made that letter a different color. Let's make that letter a different color. Red. And click in here. Actually, let me just do this. This. There we go. Right? So table A and where in table B where there are corresponding matches. So this would be a left join, because this is taking everything from the left table and only where there are corresponding matches in the right table. What's the left table? Is table A. The right table is table B. To reiterate, let's go back to the very first one. Okay, so if I say a inner join, what I'm doing is taking only where there are corresponding matches between the two tables. That's what this is. This signifies only corresponding matches, right? Whereas this right here signifies the whole entire table A and corresponding matches from table B. All right? So let me go ahead and get this one. Obviously, or should I say conversely, come over here. Right? Do our letters again. A. B. Right? So we got our letters. Let's change them colors again. Let's do green. We're going to say, okay. Oops, what is going on? Oh. We're going to take this and this and this and this. This is what's called a what? If this is a left join, then what's this?
Right
join.
Exactly. If you taking everything from the right table and only where there are corresponding matches on the left, then it's called a right join. If you're taking everything from the left table and only where there are corresponding matches to the table from the right, then it is a left join. If you're only taking corresponding matches, then it is a inner join. Somebody raise their hand. Somebody had a question?
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna ask, how would you know which one's on the left, which one's on the right? Is it?
No, you design it. You make it.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you in a second. I'm gonna show you. We're gonna go through this. This is the very first beginning of it. When I keep going through it, this always works. I don't care who I'm teaching. This always works. This is a fail-proof way of teaching you guys joins. So don't panic. You're in good hands. All right. Now, this is what's called a full join. It only brings back matches from both tables. Well, I mean not matches. It brings back records from both tables, whether there are corresponding matches or not. The corresponding matches are in here, but it brings back the entire table from table B and the entire table from table A. This is what's called a full join. I'm gonna label everything out with letters in a second, right? And then I think you got left, right, inner, full, self join, which self join just means join the table to itself. So let me go ahead and type this out. All right, I'm gonna type out the words and change my font size. Where? Text. There we go. So let's take this down a little bit. Let's take it down to 28. Now we're going to let's label it right here. So this is inner. It's an inner join, right? That's inner join. Change that color. A little darker. This is a left join. All right. Got inner join, left join. This right here is a right join. And this right here is what's known as a full join. All right. Now, I'm going to show y'all a couple of queries. If I say, okay, I'm going to type some queries over here. I'm going to say, okay, select star from table underscore A. And we'll give it an alias of A, lowercase. Oops. Widen that out a little bit. Right? And then I'm going to say, you know what? I like to go up here and put this down a little bit. I like to make my stuff a little legible. You know what I'm saying? All right, table A. Obviously, we got that right there. And then we say, okay, let's just do join. Table B, right? And we're going to get at an alias of B, right? Obviously, you can't just do it like that because you got something called a cross join, which I hadn't showed you yet, but we're not worrying about that, right? So you have to have that on clause. And obviously, I got my alias, so it's A.ID equals B.ID. That is what is known as an inner join. I can put the word inner there like this, or I cannot put the word inner there, which it doesn't matter. it's still going to, by default, if you just put join, it's going to think it's an inner join. Which of these diagrams is this representing right here? Somebody tell me, which one is it?
First one.
The
Isn't it
first
John?
one.
It's the
Yeah, the
first one.
first one farthest to the left.
Okay. What if I do this? Well, shoot, I done kind of told you, ain't I? I told you it was a full join. So which one is the full join? What color is it?
All yellow.
Purple. Purple.
Purple. Exactly.
Purple.
And what does full join do? Somebody tell me.
It joins everything from both tables. It joins everything from table A and table B.
Good answer.
Even things that don't
Don't have
correspond.
corresponding. Yeah,
corresponding.
exactly. There. Now, you don't say it joins everything. What you say is it brings back the entire contents of both tables. Just say that. Reason being, you can't join if they don't match, technically. If something don't match it, it doesn't join. You see what I'm saying? But what you're doing is you're bringing back the entire contents of both tables. All right? So if I say right join,
Gotcha.
if I say right join, this one is what? The one in the upper right, right? What is that doing? Wait a minute. Right? Yeah, it is. Which one is this? Which one? Which record
Put
am I
back
going?
everything on the right table.
And what's the
the
right table
corresponding
in this particular script right here in this particular select statement? What's the right table called?
B.
B.
Table
B.
B. Table B, exactly. So if I go right here, obviously, what is this? Which table am I bringing everything from?
The
On the
middle
right.
one on the top.
Left
On
join.
the left
exactly.
join,
Yeah, yeah.
you're
Which
bringing
one-
everything from table A.
A.
Okay, so all I did was change the word to right, and it started bringing everything from the table to the right. I changed it to left, it brings everything from the table to the left. If I say full, it brings everything from both tables. If I say just join, it only brings corresponding matches. Do y'all got that?
Yes.
Yeah.
What you got, Daniel?
Sorry, my mic wasn't on. I was wondering, are you saying that in this particular graph that you have, example that you have, you're saying that it's the left join, am I correct?
Yeah, and this one I'm using right now, I'm using the left join.
Okay, I didn't understand exactly. Are you just saying that all of A is actually being used, or I didn't catch that?
No, so on the left join, you're bringing, when you say all of it being used, you're returning all of the records from table A, period.
Yeah.
Whether the ID in the corresponding table of B matches or not.
Got you.
So you bring back the whole table. Let's say you got an ID that's 7, right? Just think for a second. 7 exists in table A, but it doesn't exist in table B. 10 exists in table B, but it doesn't exist in table A. When you run that query, you're going to get 7 because it's in table A, but you won't get 10. But you will get 5 because 5 exists in table B as well as table A. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yes, I understand what you're saying.
Now, logically, if I ask you, hey, go do this, go do that, and I got a lab I'm going to give y'all. Hold on. It's from my old class. I got a lab I made a while ago. I'll find it. But anyway, before we go, I'm going to post that lab in the group. I want you guys in y'all study sessions and stuff like that to just go ahead and start going through that, because that's really what's going to change everything for you, is working through these things one-on-one. Now that you got this, I'm going to lead us like this. Now we finna have fun. Right? So we're going to use AdventureWorks. Get that out the way. All right, now, what is this going to bring back right here? Somebody tell me before I run it. Describe to me what this going to bring back. not including the columns. Just tell me what it's gonna bring back.
Bring back all the corresponding data and just the
Exa-
corresponding data.
Exactly what it's gonna do. I think it's gonna be about 6 records. Yep. See there? 6 records. Now there's about 504 records in the product table, but only 6 of them have had a review done. See here? 504. Now, what's this gonna bring back?
Entire table A and corresponding matches from table B.
No. Well, now just tell us the table name instead of just saying table A, table B. Like, what do you mean?
Oh, okay. So it's gonna bring back table. Hold on.
The table on the left and the corresponding.
Yeah, what's the name of it?
Production.
Production. Production dot
Yeah.
product review. Dot PR.
Hold on.
Table.
We get this and slide this down.
No, the table is production dot.
So what's gonna come back? Okay, hold on. So what specifically? And I forgot to tell y'all about outer. Outer join is just what you put up there. Left outer and right outer. It's the same thing. Full outer, left outer, right outer, full outer. It's the same thing as left join, right join, full joins. No difference. I just forgot outer. All right. Now, what is this gonna bring back again? Somebody tell me. I'm waiting to hear one word.
The product,
Okay,
like
it's gonna bring
product
back
table and the name column.
Okay, what else is gonna bring back?
Then the product review or table product review ID column, and then the product review.
Now you telling me
table.
what columns? I'm not talking about the columns. I'm talking about I want to know, like I want you to tell me specifically as it pertains to the records, what's gonna be brought back. Don't say the actual
Oh, I
column
got it.
names. Okay.
Product name. Product
No.
review. ID.
No. I don't want that. I want what the record. If I say, like for example, table A, if I say inner join table A to table B, it's gonna bring back only the corresponding records from table A and table B.
Oh,
If I say this right here, looking at what we see on the screen, what is this gonna bring back according to the records, not what the columns are in the top? Forget the column list.
okay. So that
product
has
review.
something to do with the equal sign. It'll bring back the product ID.
No.
Okay.
The product
So
ID is just hold on. The product ID allows you to join to it's the link between the two tables. That's all it is. It's saying, hey, what you're gonna use to match these tables is product ID. Look at product ID in one table and look at product ID in another table, and where they match, that's what's gonna dictate it. You just telling us what type of match we're doing. I need y'all to tell me.
It's going
What
to
is
be
it bring
everything
back?
from product and what matches with product review.
Okay, it's gonna bring back what from product?
Everything from product.
Okay, so it brings back the entire product table and what?
And what matches with product review.
And
And
product
corresponding
ID
and
Only
review.
Only the corresponding matches of
only
product.
corresponding matches in product review. So if I go right here and click this, right here, I'm gonna run it. It's gonna be 500 and some odd records. Let me bring it up. See that? 500 and some odd records. Some of them gonna have records, some of them ain't. I ordered it, so they all at the bottom. Scroll this to the bottom. There you go. See that? Those are the ones that got reviews. And that's that. All right, that's too big. That is too big for me. Can't even go back to 200. All right. So
Hey, so you might make a quick comment on that.
go ahead.
Yeah. Also, guys and gals, keep in mind, like if you look at that at the code, sub has select statement on the top, and then he has that from part. Then you got the product dot you got the production dot product, and then he has that alias on the end, that P. Everybody see that? He has that P on the very end of it. That's an alias. That's a kind of like a shortening of the name. 'Cause you see, he also uses it at the bottom on the own part of the join, the outer left join he has here. Instead of like, and so instead of having to like type out the full name, to indicate which what particular column you're looking at, because the product ID column, like that's the same name in both the product and the product review table. So those columns are the exact same name. So you have to distinguish between the two. That's when you use your aliases. Because you don't distinguish between your two, you're gonna get an error saying, hey, it's like an ambiguous something. You're gonna some ambiguous column error is what you're gonna get. So this is the thing about what sub was asking for. You can also look at those aliases on the end. So for the product you got P, and then for the product review you got PR. Yeah, you got PR, and you can just picture in your head right there what sub had the box examples he showed y'all earlier, and how it overlaps. You can just think of it like, table P, and then table PR. You can think of it that way, and then you got the left outer join there. So you can just think of, okay, all right, so everything from table P plus the matching records from table PR, because that's how it's set up.
And that's what I just said.
Yeah,
As
that's
far
what
as the join part, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. But yes, that's what you said, man. But just just another way to think of it. That's all.
Oh, no, I thought he said I was wrong. That's what I was saying. I thought he said.
No. You're right. You're right. I'm just saying it's another way to think of it. That's all I'm saying, man.
Oh, no doubt, man. I appreciate that.
All right. Okay. Thanks, man. Thanks, Marvin. I appreciate it. All right. So right here we got right join. What's gonna happen with this one?
You're gonna get
You're
everything.
gonna take everything from. I was gonna say you're gonna take the entire table of product review and all of the corresponding tables.
No.
Isn't product review the oh, never mind. That would be the left table in this one, right? So you're gonna take
it physically means left and right. It really does mean that. So look at it. So I want you to finish it. So you start back over again. It brings what?
Okay, so let me ask a question then. So after the from, after the from, the table that's after the from that's put in there, is that always going to be the left table? So product review in this case?
That's the left table, yeah. But if you say right, then that's actually the left table. When you say right, you're really talking about the table to the right of that construct, which is, I'm not gonna say it, but if you want to talk about the table to the left, if it was a left join, just like we just saw a second ago, he talked about the table to the left.
Right. Okay. So
say in a sentence how this is gonna work.
So it would be, yeah, I'm confused.
You're gonna get all the data from product. You're gonna get the matching data from product.
Can I try stuff?
Hold on. Who was that just asked?
Al Mullet, can I try it?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, so we'll be taking the entire content from the product review table.
No.
Okay.
You're not gonna take the entire.
So it's everything on P, then the matching records on PR.
Real quick.
So I understand what the answer would probably be. You're going to take the entirety of.
Like somebody just said it. They just used the aliases. I don't know who it was speaking, but that is correct, guys. So what you want to do when you see right, go to the table of the right there, right after the clause where it says right outer join. Look to the right. Production.product. What I was waiting on somebody to say was, I'm bringing back all the records from the product table and only where there are corresponding matches from the product review table. That's what I wanted y'all to say. You guys were looking to the left because you used to with inner join and you thinking that way with left join, but right join is going in the other way, going to the right, which is product. It's going to give you the same results as this doggone query before. See, that's the same results. Everything's at the bottom. Right? Let me go back. Everything's down here, right? But the reason it is because this isn't product review. Up here, this is product review to the right. Down here, to the right is product, which brought back the same results. If I put product review right here, it'll bring back about 6 records because it's looking at the whole entire table. Like if I do this here, bring this down here, and I take this and I put it up there, and then I run it, it's going to bring back about 6 records. Boom. See there? Because now it's looking at the entire product review table and only bringing back corresponding matches from the product table because that's the right outer join. If I go back and Control Z back and run it like this, it's bringing back the entire product table and only where there are corresponding matches with the product review. It just so happens that product review, you can't have logically, you can't have a product review without a product. That doesn't make sense.
So, how exactly do you differentiate between the left table and the right? Is the left table always going to be after the from? And
pretty much. But guess what? What if you got a bunch of froms? Let me show you something. Let me show you a view right quick. Let me see. So I think let's try this one. Let's see if this got a lot of joins.
Like, is it pretty much the left table is on the left of the script? So like if it's right out or join, left table would be the nearest table near that script, right? Right, so
Yeah, like okay, so for example, this right here, this is just an inner join, but you see how you got all them joins right there? That's how y'all stuff gonna look, man. It's gonna be, let me see if I can find y'all a stored procedure to look at. I think what's the name got some in it. Let's look at this one. It's got a CTE in there. Now, inner join. It's just doing inner joins. But see, these are inner joins. This is just saying corresponding matches between the two. But you can find one that has left joins. I just ain't found one, but I probably have to look, see if I can find one right quick. Everybody just doing inner joins. So it's not really helping me right now when I'm trying to look for a left join. At any rate, let me explain something to you. When you see the word left, look to the left. When you see the word right, look to the right. You can't go wrong. That's it. Real easy. When you see right outer join, don't let that fool you. It's right join. It's the same as right outer join. Look to the table on the right because that's the table you're going to bring everything back from. The first word, left or right, is telling you which table is going to bring you back everything.
Okay. So let me get this straight. Like what Marvin was saying with the equal and looking at it like that. So on this one that you got highlighted right here, where you see the from, like you just mentioned with the right. So if I see from, I can automatically just go to the right and it's going to be the production dot product P. And then if it says left, it's going to be the production dot product review.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
It just tell you which table to go from.
Yeah.
Now, when it says it's going to be, what I'm saying is it's going to bring back the entire contents of. So if I say right outer, it's going to bring back the entire contents of the product table. If I say left outer, it's going to bring back the entire contents of the product review table.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, I got it.
So when I run this now, because I done changed it back, it's going to bring back all 500. See that? Scroll back to the bottom. There you go. Well, down there, right? So that's how that works. Now, well, that's just a right join, so ain't nothing to see. Oh, we got a full outer. What's this going to bring back?
The entirety of both the product table and the product review table.
So how many records in the product review table? I just saw it.
Is that showing somewhere?
No, I just showed
6.
it. Yeah, exactly. There's 6 records. And right here in this one, there are how many records are brought back on this one right here, which y'all see. Look in the lower right-hand corner. What's that number down there? 505, right? So if I say full outer join, it's going to bring back what?
Both.
It's going to bring back both what? Like you have to say it all the way out. Like
The
it's going to bring
entire
back.
contents of the product.
611. I mean 601.
No. Don't add it up. Don't add it up. I'm just trying to say what would it bring back for full outer join? Not
The
the
entire
count.
contents of the product table and the product review table.
Exactly.
So it's going to bring back 505 from one table and 8 from the
No.
other table.
No. Don't worry about
It
that.
added them up.
Yeah, because think about it. The columns, look at the select list. It got name from one table, and then the other two columns that are going to be shown are coming from another table. You're literally building the result set. You building this out when you do a join. That's all you're doing. When you do a join, you jumping across these tables to grab columns. Think of it. Let me see if I can find something right quick for y'all to look at. I think this will work fine. Well, let me try this one. Can't mess with that one. Let's see. Class, let me see. Nope. Dang, man. This is ugly. Let me see. Nope. Let me go back to this one. I just ain't want to use this one, but what the hell? It's this one. All right. So when you join tables, y'all see that E and that P? Look at these columns. You getting E dot this, E dot that, P dot this, P dot that, E dot this. See what I'm saying? So what you just did was when you join those tables down, you building a big result set. And then you put the alias up there to say which columns you want. Like if I do this here, let me show you. I'm going to comment that out, and I'm just going to add a asterisk. Oops, wrong place. Up here, right? So if I comment this out, come back, asterisk. I run this right here. Execute. Now, that showed everything from the result set. This is technically what you're working with in the background when you got your joins. This is it. So this is basically the joining of both tables, because if I go right here, I'm doing this to make sure you guys thoroughly understand joins, because if you don't know how to do joins, you will be politely escorted out of the building. Okay? So you got to know joins. It's like saying you're a surgeon and don't know what a scaffold is. Like you got to know what it is, right? So we got to get this one. All right. So production.product. Let's look at the columns. Boom. Product ID. And we got product. Okay, full outer. So let's go over here. There you go. Product ID. These are the columns. Name. Let's go all the way down. Modified date. Let's see. Rogood. Modified date is the last column, right after Rogood. See that? Modified date, modified date. So that's the entire product table. But notice I said asterisk. So right to the right of that, let's go to product review. There you go. Product ID. Modified date, all that. Obviously, you ain't going to have everything running the same way. See, like here go one right here that had a review. See there? So obviously, these ain't just matched up. But as you can see, product review ain't a big table. Ain't got but 6 records in it. But all the columns are lining up, as you can see. So when you do a join, what you're doing is just building a bigger table to select from, technically. And then whichever columns you want to use, whichever columns you want to play with, you just put them up there. Column PR dot reviewer name. Write this. I'm going to run this. See there? They put reviewer name from PR in the front, even though there aren't really a lot of them. But they are here. You know what I'm saying? That's PR name. if I say P dot asterisk and I run it, it's going to bring back everything from the product table. It's going to bring nothing back from PR, even though I did a full outer join. See that? It only brought back the table, the stuff from the product table. Why? Because I said P dot asterisk. Bring me back everything from P. See there? If I put my mouse over this, showing that. Those are all the columns in the product table. If I say PR dot, it's only going to bring back stuff from the other table. See there? Well, it did the join and brought back a lot of nulls too. I forgot. But it ain't going to show nothing down there. But see there? Those are the other 6 records. It still brought back those nulls because it's a full outer join. It's still bringing back. It's just going to show nulls where there are no corresponding records, which it's doing. But because I put PR dot, it's showing the whole entire production review table and not anything from the product table, unless I get rid of the PR dot. If I do that, it'll bring it back like it was, which is every column. Y'all understand what I just did?
Yeah. Because you put the dot and the star, that's what you're saying.
Yeah, PR dot asterisk pretty much brings back everything from the product review because PR represents product review.
Right. But if you just put PR, it still represents product review, right? Without the dot.
No, if I put PR, it won't work. See that? That won't work at all. That's not a column. You have to put a column. Asterisk represents all columns. If I put the asterisk over, put the mouse over, see there? That's what it's saying. I'm gonna go get all the column tables, the columns from the product review table. If I get rid of that R, now when I put the mouse over it,
product,
it's showing all the columns from products because the alias is dictating that. See there? This alias right here is dictating that, and this alias right here is dictating that. Y'all understand that? So when I say
so you have to put,
go ahead.
You have to put the period too.
You got to, because how else? Think about P dot. Like, okay, let's go with it. Watch this.
That's what's throwing me off. Like the dot.
See there? So now when I run it, it's gonna have them 2 columns. See there? That's how it works.
Yeah, I got it.
All right. Now let me go back to the original.
So real quick, so the on portion means which go what again? Like the
Talking about this right here?
what's the like on portion again? Yeah.
That's basically what dictates if it's a match or not. It looks at both tables and say where they're matching. Is matching it up based on the product ID. It's like if I tell you to, hey, give me matches of something in a one box that match the others, and they both match according to a serial number or a product ID. Guess what you'll do in the first box? You'll grab one, you'll look at it, you'll look at the product ID, then you'll go and grab the other one, look at the product ID until you find one that matches it, and you'll bring that back. That's what an on clause does. I always want you guys to think like that because that's how you want to think. You want to think once you understand what the computer's doing under the bottom with each construct, select from, where, full outer, left out. Once you understand that, you can look at a damn query, won't even be intimidated because you can break it in pieces. And you start understanding it bit by bit. And you can tear a damn big ass 5,000 lines of code down and you ain't even intimidated. Somebody coming in and be like, man, that's a lot of code. Man, it ain't nothing to it, man. You're just doing the variable. You jumping out here. It's easy. At first, it looks difficult, but as time goes on, it becomes child's play. Now, I want to show y'all something. Y'all see this on clause is coming it out, right? Now, how many records are in one table versus how many records are in the other one? So there's 505. So 505 times 6 is what? Let's see. Calculator. $3,030, right? Ah, 3,024. Something wrong. I think it's 504. That's what it was. I think 505 was something else. Hold on. 504 times. See there? 3024. So what a cross join does is create something called a Cartesian product. Remember in math, what's a product? The product is the answer when you multiply two numbers. Right? That's what they call product. So when they say Cartesian product, this is the only math y'all gonna deal with. Basic multiplication. Everybody know how to multiply, right? So if you say Cartesian product, what you're talking about is it is the product of multiplying the records from one table times the records of another table. That's it. That's all it is. And I'm gonna tell you something, you do not want to run a Cartesian product that often unless you know what you're doing. Because what happens when you do a cross join or create a Cartesian product is it basically takes all the tables in one table and multiplies them by the records in another. Now think about it. When you got tables with 2 billion records in one and 5 billion records in another, how you gonna lock up these people's system? Because they're not gonna be able to run anything because you done ran this big query that's gonna take forever to run. You see what I'm saying? So what you don't want to do, because think about it, guys. I want you to understand and think that the piece of SQL Server's infrastructure that figures all this stuff out is called the query optimizer. All right? It's the query optimizer. What it does is it just optimizes, it runs the code that you give it, and it tries to figure stuff out. Well, how long would it take you to take all the records in one table and multiply them by the records in another table? That'll take you a long time because that's a lot of work. That's just like if I say, and I'm gonna get to y'all about indexes in a minute, but that's like if I say, hey man, you got a table with 1 billion records in it, 2 billion records in it. I want you to get the 999 millionth record, right? Well, if you got 2 billion records, you got to go through, okay, do you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to 999 million? Or do you use something called an index to get there faster, which is what you should use? And that's why they place indexes on tables, because just like an index in a book, if you look in the back of a book at the index, it tells you where stuff is. And it helps you get there faster than going to the front of the book and just turning page by page till you get it. Now, if you got a book of 700 pages, it's best just to go to the index and try to read instead of trying to go all the way through the book page by page. Y'all get me?
Yeah.
Yep.
Somebody got a question. Who got a question? Ain't nobody got a question. Everybody knows what a Cartesian product is. How do you get a Cartesian product? Somebody tell me.
You add the total of one table
Multiplying
by the
two
It's
tables.
not adding.
Cross
It's not
multiplying
adding.
tables.
Do
When
a
you do
cross
what?
join.
By cross joining, cross multiplying two tables.
Exactly. You basically join two tables by doing a cross join. And that
So
creates a Cartesian product.
Yeah.
Now, when you get the Cartesian product, you can use it for different things. I forget, like you use cross joins for us. I don't forget, man. It's been so while. Been on house I used the cross join. But either way, Cartesian products are dangerous. You just don't want to necessarily. You got to be careful with what you're doing with them. They have their uses though, right? Now, full outer join once again does what? Anyone?
It brings back
It brings back the entire contents of both tables.
If I say left outer join, it brings back what?
The entire content of the left table and the matching correspondence of the right table.
That is correct, brother. If I say right join, anybody but him. If I say right join, what am I saying?
Somebody right data from the right table in the corresponding data.
Corresponding data where?
That matches in both tables.
Nope. I want somebody to tell me what a right join is. Somebody holler at me.
The right table and the matches on the left.
Okay, that was fast, but that's correct. That is all of the records from the right table and only where there are corresponding matches on the left. That's it. All right. If I say enter join, what's
Hey, so let me ask you this real quick.
all right, hold on 1 second. I'm gonna ask somebody enter join and then I answer your question. What's enter join?
Corresponding matches for both tables only.
Exactly. Now, what was your question?
All right, you said all the records, right? But I kind of prefer entire content. Can you just say that every time? Entire content?
Yeah, you can say entire content of the table to the left and the table to the right. It just depends on what you feel comfortable saying. But
Okay.
yeah, I don't have no problem with that. I mean, I wouldn't on an interview. I was like, okay, I think he understands what he's talking about. I just want you guys to sound competent. And you can ask Marvin. Marvin, you there?
Yep, I'm here, sub.
Marvin, when you go on interviews, if you do an interview, and Marvin been around for a while, if one of my students lead his class and they perform an interview and they don't answer the questions the right way, what happens? Even if they know the right answer, what happens, dog?
I mean, so you'll probably getting looked crazy at, man. Right in
They
the middle
not
of the
gonna,
interview.
yeah, they not gonna give you the job, man.
Yeah.
Even though you were right, because you don't sound like you know what you're talking about. If I ask you, hey man, how do you take a bath? If you say, go in the bathroom, turn the faucet on. You're gonna be hot at first if you turn it all the way up, so try to turn it to the middle.
Yeah.
You grab detergent, not detergent, my bad. You grab dishwashing. No, not oh my bad. You grab soap. Yeah, you grab Irish Spring, and then you need a rag. So you go get a towel out the kitchen. I'm sorry, not out the kitchen. But you see what I'm saying? Like, you're like, he don't know how to wash his ass. That's the first question you ask. He don't know how to wash his ass. That even though I'm telling you I'm technically right. You go in there, you cut the water on, make sure it's a certain temperature, you grab your rag, soap, get in there, take your bath, wash your ass, do whatever you got to do, rinse off, get the soap off you, dry off, and get out. That's how you take a bath. See how quick and fast I did that? Because we all been doing that for umpteen years. That's what I'm talking about. When it comes to SQL or anything that they asking you within this space, you just got to be able to shoot them damn answers off. Now, I'm going to show y'all something. I'm not going to give it to you yet, but I'm going to show y'all something tonight that I will be giving you guys because I want you guys to be as competent. We don't play that not being competent around here in Lifting the Veil. We want you to win. This is about winning. This ain't about hoping. This is about, no, we're going to make sure we don't play fair. You know what I'm saying? We're going to stack our team like LeBron James do. So, let's see. So I'm going to go to the other class right quick. I'm going to go to the files. Oops, files. So, I'm going to show y'all something right quick. Just to show y'all how easy I try to make stuff. So, this right here, I think this is our first thing. Now, see there? Now, these are actual interview questions from real jobs. And you can ask, I can ask Brother Marvin one more time. Marvin, these note cards that I'm giving them, are these real interview questions that they're gonna be asked to make money?
Yep. I mean, so literally Maurice won an interview, I think this week, and they literally asked him about the locks, the different type of locks. They literally asked him that question in an interview.
So I'm giving you all the questions, man. You ain't got no reason to lose. I told you follow directions. That's what I say every time. Follow directions. You can't lose. You can't miss. Eventually, I can't make guarantees, obviously, because I mean that would just be stupid. But what I'm saying is, if you keep going over and over and you follow directions, you record the interviews, you write, you study the note cards, you do everything I tell you, you show up to all the review sessions, you do everything you're supposed to do, I'll be damned if you don't get a job. You got to keep doing it over and over and over. Some people more than others. Some people going to get their first job and make it because they're going to ask you, they're going to be dumb enough to ask you these questions I'm about to give y'all. And most companies are going to be dumb enough to ask y'all these questions. Look, I could give y'all these note cards and you can lead a class right now and you'll be able to get a job. Real talk. I bet you like, no, sub, you over-exaggerate. I'm not lying, man. I'm gonna let y'all listen to an interview in a couple of weeks. You can be like, I'll be damned, he ain't lying. They company, I knew half of the questions they were asking. That's when you be like, man, this stuff really works. Because some of y'all mind right now probably like, man, Sub don't know what he's talking about, man. He just talking. Man, it's his academy. Of course he gonna say, no, bro, no. What I'm telling you is legit. These are the real questions that you will face on an interview. Right? In fact, Lima got a job right here, this one. What is a CTE? When she got her job, her first job, she was telling them folks about CTEs. They was like, oh, that's kind of advanced, this. And how many years you say you've been working? 2 years? And they were impressed with Lima. Right? When I teach you about merge statements and stuff like that, pivot, unpivot. This is, look, you do this with your eyes closed. As you can see, I done went through all the work for you. I done did it all for you. All you got to do is just follow directions, study these note cards. I'm going to give them to you. I ain't going to give them to you now because we ain't even been through all the constructs yet. So it don't make sense for me to give them to you. Once you've been through all the constructs, then we're going to come through and start playing with this because you'll halfway understand where I'm coming from. And then I'll give you this website right here for the real interview questions. The overwhelming majority of interview questions come from this website. I kid you not. This one website. I can study this website, understand everything on here, and pretty much go get a job. That's really, I bet you like, Sub, you mean to tell me they put it? Yes, that's why you here. That's why you hear it lifting the veil, because otherwise they ain't gonna tell you that. They're not gonna tell you that. What they're gonna tell you is, man, they're gonna take you 8 months. I'm in this Black developers group on Facebook, and the guy was like, it's gonna take 2 years for you to just be good enough to get a junior job. I'm like, no, it's not. I'm like, and I put a comment in there. They got upset, obviously, but they were like, it's gonna take you 8. When he said it takes years, it will take you 8 months just to learn. I said, bro, we done taught people and got them jobs in SSIS, SSRS, and T-SQL in a matter of 4.5, 5 months, start to finish. And of course, they didn't believe me. I gave the website link, all that, and of course, IT people, they got to be right. But I never forget that, because it's like people think this is rocket science. I done failed too many times. I know what it takes to succeed because I failed. And when you fail, guess what you got to do? Pick up the pieces and go back in and try again. And the more you do that, you start recognizing patterns within these different organizations. It's all the same. There's only so many ways you can interview somebody about understanding data, specifically SQL Server. So this right here was just, me going back over these joins. Now, is anybody got any questions on joins? Because what I'm going to do right now is give y'all a lab. Does anybody have any questions? Everybody understand joins? So if I ask you guys right now, if I just specifically pick certain people, they're going to be able to tell me what a left join is, right? So if I pick Shannon right now, Shannon, can you tell me what a left join is?
Actually, I can't, because I literally just came in like 5 minutes ago.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay. You looked up. You just got here. Okay.
I did.
Can I try?
Okay. Tara, are you there, Tara?
I knew you were gonna pick on me.
Yes, of course.
So I have you on one computer and I'm on my database on the other one. So I'm like trying to work it out, but I'm not great with the verbal. So pass me up right now. But basically, the left join.
Go ahead.
You're bringing all the information from the right table, joining the matching information from the right to the left table.
No. So this is what you do. You said left join, right? So you bring. When I say left join, I'm bringing back all the records from the left. If I say right join, I'm bringing back all the records from the right, whether there are corresponding matches on the other side or not. So if you say left join, you bring back all the records from the left, whether there are corresponding matches on the right or not. You're going to bring back the entire left table and only corresponding matches from the right. Show you.
Okay, I understand it. See, I understand it, but I'm explaining right. But okay, I got it.
So the entire left join mean this. This is what a left join is right here on here. The entire left table, period, is brought back, as you can see. Only where there are corresponding matches on the right table. The entirety of the left, only where there are corresponding matches on the right. The entirety of the right, only where there are corresponding matches on the left. That is the right outer join. This is the left outer join. This is full, brings back all records from both tables, whether they have corresponding matches or not. Because there are no corresponding matches out here that match with B, and there are no corresponding matches over here that match with A. There are only corresponding matches right here in the middle. If you want only where there are corresponding matches, boom, right there, inner join. Y'all got me?
I got you. I'm working it out right now.
Yeah. All right, so Ron.
Yes, sir.
Okay, brother. Tell me what is a full outer join.
Full outer join. It is when you get all the information from both tables. No.
That's correct. That's correct. You want all the records from both tables. Correct. Marvin, you there?
Yep, I'm here.
I'm Marvin. I know Marvin gonna kill this question, but I'm just gonna ask him. So, Marvin, run me through the joins right quick, because I want y'all to see how it sounds when somebody. Obviously, I'm the instructor, but Marvin, if he had the interview, would be able to just run through the joins. He wouldn't do what he do. He do joins every day. So run me through it.
So you got the left outer join, which we could picture like somebody mentioned earlier, you picture a Venn diagram. So you got table A on the left, table B on the right. Your your left outer join will bring all the records from table A and where it overlaps on table B. So this picture, this table A is filled in. Then you have your right join, which is the vice versa of that. So picture table B is fully filled in, and the part where it overlaps with table A is filled in. Then you got your full outer join. That's you're going to have both table A and table B in the diagram. Both those circles are going to be fully filled in. Then you have your cross join, which is your Cartesian product. Then you have your let me make sure. Then you have your self join, which if you already take discrete mathematics, that's pretty much just like you're going to have just table A. And then I think they like draw like a little arrow with the arrow points back to the table itself. So it points back to the circle itself, and it's filled in. So it's pretty much just joined on itself. And then you have it's two more that I don't use very often.
You didn't do inner.
Well, I didn't do inner. Oh, you're right. I forgot inner join. Other than then you also have your inner join. That's where you have table. You have table A and then table B, and then just those two circles, because we're talking about the Venn diagram again, and just the center point is filled in because that's where they overlap. And then you have outer apply and cross apply, and those are more so related to your if you're using a table variable, I believe.
Table value function.
Table value function, sorry. But we haven't gotten to that yet, so.
Well, yeah. Let's see. That's and the reason he did that. I always tell my students, look, if you're gonna do the joins, make sure when they ask you, run me through the joins. You give them the left join, you give them the right join, you give them the inner join, you give them the full join, you give them the cross join, you give them the self join. Then you go and do outer apply and cross apply. Cross apply is an inner join, outer apply is a left join. Why would you do that? Because what you want them to know is that you can do more than what they expect. They just thought you was just gonna do the regular joins, but that's how you get jobs. When somebody asks, like if I go on an interview right now, I've been doing this so long. If I go on an interview right now and somebody asks me to do the joins, I'm gonna run through the joins, man, with my eyes closed, and then I'm gonna get to the part where they gonna think I'm done, and I'm gonna just keep going. I'm gonna say outer apply. Outer apply is a left join for table valued function. Okay. Cross apply. Cross apply is an inner join for a table valued function. So what do you mean table valued function? What is a table valued function? I thought you'd never ask. Let me show you right quick. I'll show you. So a table valued function is a function that returns a table, right? So let me see. Programmability, functions, table valued functions. Let's see. So we got table valued functions. Let's see if I can look at it. So this function expects an integer. This function right here expecting an integer. This expects a string with a delimiter. But let's go back, right? So let's grab these and run and do something with them, right? So let me give y'all a query right quick. Let's go. This is a table value function. Boom. Oops, didn't bring that back though. Let me try 2. There we go. See there? So it brought back data. It is notice this is a function. It's not a table. I entered a value, and what it did was it took that value, came in here. This is department ID is actually number 2 that I put over here. That's what that is. That's the department ID. When I put 2 in there, it came down and it went and selected from another table where it was equal to that department ID. That's called a variable. This is a variable right here. All right. Or actually, it would be called the parameter. I'm sorry. And a function is called a parameter. You have to enter the parameters. Just like your mama give you parameters when you go in the backyard or when you go outside to play. Don't you take your behind past that tree. I want you to stay right here where I can see you. Those are parameters. Right? If you jump that fence or go out in the street and she told you not to, you broke the parameters, you know what time it is. Right? So that's how it works. But don't worry about it. We're going to come back to this later. I just wanted y'all to see that. All right? But let me go ahead and get y'all this lab tonight. Let's get to it.
Oh yeah, and let me say, and everybody definitely, definitely try to make it a time to definitely attempt to do these labs, or make sure you do all the labs. It'll definitely help you, uh, you know, get ahead here and actually understand what's happening. So you definitely need that hands-on time. That's definitely more so important than you even, even coming to class is getting that hands-on experience.
Exactly. So this is the lab right here. We done went over this stuff. I'm going to kind of go over it again. All right. So right here it's saying create a temporary table that has the 3 columns. I didn't tell y'all what a temporary table is. I want y'all to look it up. Real easy. It needs to have these columns. You need to have data types. Right? In fact, you even got the data types already made up right here. Look at that. varchar 50, varchar 10. You ain't got to go look it up. This right here is really int, not integer. I think you could spell integer all the way out. Let me see. Can you spell integer all the way out? I think you can. Let me see. Yep, you can. Anyway, so all you got to do is just create this table right here with these 3 columns, right? It says right here, one table will be called left table. The other will be called right table. ID is the primary key constraint. So what's the primary key constraint? I talked about it briefly last week, but let me go back into it so you guys will know. All right. So when I talk about a primary key, actually I'm going to get visual because that's the easiest way for you to learn. Hold on. Let me click off this. All right. So you got 2 tables, right? Got a table here, table here, table here, table here, table here. Y'all seen these tables before. I did this before, right? And if I come here, if I say, okay, these tables relate to one another, hence the word relational database management system. They relate to one another. What creates that relationships between those tables? Primary and foreign keys. They create the relationships. All right. Primary keys are distinct, number one. So all right. So you got primary keys, and they're pretty much distinct, which means they don't have any matches, no duplicates. Okay. Now, a primary key, let's say, for example, this table right here has a primary key. Let's say this is the location table, right? So if I click here, this is location. Let me click right here, location. Right? That means it has a loc underscore ID. Loc underscore ID would be the primary key. Right? And so loc, this is not an alias, guys. This is the name of it. This is primary key. This is when you come over here, look at tables, you go down here, and if I look at a table right here, you see that PK right there? That's what that means, primary key. It doesn't allow duplicates. That means there are distinct locations. So if we're talking about Best Buy has distinct locations. Each location has an ID. I just left UPS store. I bought some Lifting the Veil IT Academy shirts. I got like 8 of them made. I might start trying to give them away to y'all. I don't know, but I don't really charge for them. I just mail them to you for free. I did that one time. It gets expensive though, because Vistaprint don't be playing. But anyway, that being said, I bought some shirts. I remember looking at the counter and they had the locations, the store location ID on the counter, because that's where the email was. Location 684, store location 684 at upsstore.net or something like that, right? So if you need to send them an email. Well, 684 is the name of the store location, the number of the store location. It is a distinct location. It would be the ID of the location. So if I was to come over here, hypothetically speaking, just type right here and say 684. That will be distinct. That means if you go throughout the whole of the location table, the location IDs are going to be distinct. It's not going to be any duplicates. All right? Now, why are you drawing this line over here then? Because it'll be over here too. Only problem is over here, it is a foreign key, and it does have duplicates. Now, what do foreign keys do? Foreign keys maintain the referential integrity between tables. That is correct. That's how you want to word it. You want to say, once again, foreign keys maintain the referential integrity between tables. What that means is it maintains the integrity between two tables. And so that means that location ID is distinct in the location table, but it can be mentioned. You can sell 30, if this is the sales table, right? How many times could you sell something at a location? 1 million freaking times, right? So location ID can be in that sales table 50,000 times. This could be the employee table. Obviously, every employee got a different social security number. So you will have employee SSN, EMP underscore, click, EMP underscore SSN, right? That will be the primary key for this table. See there? So now you got a primary key here that is the employee social security number. Everybody ain't got the same social security number, right? But guess what? If you work at this location and you sell these particular products, which are over here, all of these have distinct, the foreign keys over here. They can be mentioned duplicate times in the sales table, but they are distinct in these tables out here. Y'all get that? The reason I'm talking about this, because I'm going to ask y'all to do that in the lab. Right here. Has a primary key constraint. I want y'all to look that up and add the primary key constraint. You can look all this stuff up It ain't that hard. Really not. Let me show you. I'm gonna show you how easy it is. Watch this. I ain't gonna give y'all this, but I'm gonna show it to you. Right? So create a temp table server. Well, I'll be. It's Stack Overflow. Let's click on this. Okay. So all I gotta do is just copy this here. Let me see if I can copy this. Copy. And hell, while I'm at it, let me copy all this too. Copy this, copy. Right? So now I'm gonna go over here, I'm gonna put all that over here in my script so I can go ahead and get to it so we can get to work. So I can show y'all how easy this lab is I gave y'all, right? You go here, press Windows V, and we're gonna put that there. Then I'm gonna come down here, press Windows V, and we're gonna put this here, right? So if I said temp table, it's got that hashtag in front, and I said left table, FELT_TABND. Said the columns, these are the columns right here. Copy that, bring that down here. You see they putting the comma in there with the what's called, right? So I come here, I paste that, I get rid of is and, get rid of that. I put the comma here like this. You just got to learn the syntax. That's just doing. That's the only way you're going to learn that. That's why I gave y'all this lab. Come down, put the comma here. Make sure we bring this over a little bit. Make sure it's neat. Do this here. Right? I'm going to put this in brackets because I don't want it to be blue like that. That's how you do it. Boom. There you go. So I created my table. Let me run it. Boom. I got my table. That's my left table. Right? Now I'm going to do my right table. Come here, same thing. Boom. Right? Now you got left table, right table. Now you got to insert the following. Well, I gave y'all the data already ready to go. So what you do, copy. I just know the syntax, but I'm just showing y'all. Let me get that out of there. That. Get rid of that. And then I got to put my commas here. Wait a minute. Why am I? Oh, okay. Hold on. So that's actually one way. Let me see if I can. Boom. 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 Right? Come here. Hold on. Run that. Now, we're going to do the left table. Oops. Left table, which it act like it ain't there. Let's see. It's there. So now, let's select from both. Wait, oops. I shouldn't have done that. Hold on. Let's see. Hold on. ID. All right. So now we got those left join. Let me just run this select statement right here. So they brought back records from both tables. Now, obviously, this is not how easy you guys gonna be able to do it. But that's that. Now, obviously, I made a mistake because in the directions I said I want to insert something different in the right table. This is what's supposed to go in the right, and this is what went in the left. But I did the left on both sides. Once you do that, you come down here and select everything from the left table, only where the course exists matches on the right. Y'all already know what that is. That's a left join. Select everything from the right table and only where they're right. So that's a right join. Select everything from both of the tables on both sides, whether they got matches or not. That's a full join. Right? If the side column says left, then display left side instead. That means you got to deal with the alias with a K. That's a case statement, basically. Let me down a little bit. Right? That's a case statement. So right here it says if it column says, so case, when, name, left, then display left side and say, make it say left side in that column. See how it says left right here? That tells you what side it was on. And obviously I did the left twice. It should have been right over here. But what you're going to do is just put a case statement on the side column. That's it, man. And you're done. It's going to probably take y'all probably about 30 minutes. It should. Shouldn't take that long. I'm going to give y'all a copy of it. Actually, just copy and paste it. I actually got it already in my clipboard. Let me go over here. I'm going to go in the Facebook group right quick. Hold on. There you go. All right. So that's that. Don't panic, guys. Let me go ahead and add that file in there so that y'all will see it as well. I must have gave y'all note cards already. I'll be damned. I gave y'all the note cards. Y'all already got them. If you want to get ready for your interviews, you can. Let me see. Hold up. Download lab 1. There you go. So now you got lab 1 in there too. So you guys should be good. Now let me go back to discussion. Make sure y'all can see everything. Yeah, lab 1, and then you got that there. That's it, man. But yeah, so that's about it for today. I'm not gonna keep y'all long. All I want to do is come on here tonight, go over joins, make sure y'all got that. I could shoot out in front of her, but what difference is that? I'm not trying to do. I'm trying to make sure y'all know what y'all doing. Right? That's more important. Now that you got joins, guys, I'm gonna tell you it's pretty much downhill from here. Now all you gotta do is just learn some more constructs. That's it. Then we're gonna start talking about constraints and which you already learned about the primary key constraint and the foreign key constraint. You just learned that a second ago. You know about not null constraint because I actually mentioned that before. That stop constraint means to stop something. To stop something. So if a primary key constraint is placed on a table on a particular column, like say for example an ID column, that constraint stops you from entering duplicate records because a primary key constraint for one does not allow nulls and it is unique. It enforces that. So it stops you. If I try to put another duplicate record in the location table and put the same ID that is the primary key of another location, I'll get an error because that's a primary key constraint. It has to be distinct. So I have to give a different ID because we're already using that one. That's like if somebody trying to enter the same social security number for 2 different employees. You can't do that. That's a constraint. That's what they use constraints for. It's all going to fit together like a puzzle, man. That's it. Anybody got any questions, comments?
Yeah, I had a question. So say I go on an interview, how would you suggest I explain like an inner join, like the verbiage that I should use?
Okay, just only where there are corresponding matches from both tables. That's how you say inner join.
And like a left join would be everything from the left table
and
And
only where there are
also,
corresponding matches from the right.
okay, and vice versa with the right joint.
Right is everything from the right table, everything corresponding matches from the left table.
All
And
right.
then when you say full, that's everything from both tables, whether they have corresponding matches or not. Cross join creates a Cartesian product. Self join is a table joining to itself. And that's about it. And you got an inner join, which I told you about that one. So I mean that's about it. Those are the joins that's gonna always be asked on just about every interview you go on. Certain questions, I'm like, you got to notice that they're gonna ask you this every time. So you got to know it. That's how it works. All right, guys.
Hey,
Don't
hey,
seem like
son.
y'all got no-
Hey,
what you got?
I don't know who's just speaking. I had a
You got it.
question. I think it was John just posted in the chat that there's a study group on Friday night. Where exactly is that?
John?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I have on the Facebook page a link to where we go for the meeting.
Is there any way you could post it in chat?
That's
I've been
it right
having.
here.
Did you post
That's
a
it
link
right
to
there. Is this it? Second study group Friday. Yeah, that's
Yes,
it.
that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
It's in the Facebook group, John. I mean, whoever asking that.
Yeah, no, yeah. Is there any way that link could be posted in the chat? Because I was gonna say something to you, Sub. I'm having issues. The Facebook like shut down the Facebook page that I made to join with you.
Oh
So
man.
yeah, so I'm
Hold
trying to
on.
look at.
Let me see if I can get the link and put it in the chat. Hold on.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna shut my link down. Hold on. Damn, where the link
You
at?
should get Messenger
Oh, wait a
too.
minute. Here it is right here. There you go. So copy this. I'm gonna close this. Put this in your I'm gonna put this in the chat. Where's the chat? Where is my chat? Oh man. Oh, there you go. Wait a minute. Chat. Here we go. Paste. There you go. So that's the link right there. Save that link, copy it, paste it. That's the link just in case you couldn't get in there. I don't know why Facebook did that, man. They tripping.
Yeah,
I try
yeah.
it again. I would try it again or validate it or something. Just try it again. Let me know. Text me. Let me know, and I'll put you back in there. I don't know why they did that.
Yes, sir. What's a good place to get practice queries?
Khan Academy.
Oh, yeah, that's where he was at. All right, cool. All right, thank you.
It's another place too. What is it? What's the name of that place? Hold on one sec. Hold on.
Hey, so they can go to Hacker Rank as well. That's another good spot.
Hacker Rank.
Yep, Hacker Rank.
I've
Let me
heard that
think
before
another one.
too.
It also if you have access to LinkedIn Learning, that's also an excellent source of knowledge there to tap into if you have access to it. I know not everybody has access to LinkedIn Learning.
This
But
it right here. W3 Schools. This is it, boy. This is where everybody go.
That's what I was
So
looking too. Okay.
yeah, W3 Schools is pretty good, and you can see it's going through all the constructs we talking about.
Okay.
It ain't but so many.
Yeah, I wanted to bring that to the study group. So it's
You got
practice.
unique, primary, foreign. You got all. Look at that. Not null.
Okay.
You got everything. So it's pretty much you're gonna learn pretty much all this in my class, and you're gonna learn most of this and probably some more stuff too, just for sequel. But yeah, this will be a damn good page to start with. Let me just put this in the group. W3, there's another one that was over there called tutorial something. Hold on. I think I've been there too. SQL tutorial. Oh, they kind of copycatted the other one. I think. Yeah, they copycatted them. Jokers ain't got no creativity worth it. Anyway, take it. I'll give you this one too.
right.
So
Appreciate
those
that,
are gonna be able to
Sub
get
and
you to go
Marvin.
through the
Appreciate
construction.
that.
Ain't no thing, man. Yeah, God bless y'all, man. Y'all have a good one.
So, real quick, before you got off, if you're not rushing off, I apologize if I'm stopping you from doing something.
Go ahead, you good.
The problem that you kind of helped me out with earlier, I got that problem solved, but now I'm having another problem in there that I
What?
want to get your help real quick on.
Okay, who's talking?
This is John.
John who? G?
Yes.
Show me what you're talking about. Let me see your screen.
All right. Let me
Guys,
share.
class is over. Y'all can leave. Everybody can leave. I'll see y'all later.
Before I take off, I got another question I want to ask too when John is done.
All right, what's your question, John?
So oh, my bad. Hold on real quick. So when I click on any of the databases, let me try to get down to the ones that we're working on, like person, and go to any of the columns. This is what I'm getting.
Yeah, you're not supposed to. You're supposed to right click on the table itself. Cancel that.
Okay. Right click on
Right
it.
click on the table. Right click on person. No, person.
Person. Okay.
Right click, select top 1000.
Oh.
There you go. You was
Okay.
trying to look at the columns instead of you trying to go to the table to get the data. You got to go select that.
I got
So
you.
who was that? All right, no problem. Who else
All
that
right.
had a question?
I have a question. I don't have any data in my tables.
All right, hold on, Ron. On my way. All right, present your tables. Show me.
Is it sharing? All right.
All right. So
this is the one I've been asked. This is
oh,
something I
okay. I
did.
know what the issue is. Hold on. So did you run that other script? Because you basically connecting to a server from what's the name, right? And we created this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't
Okay.
connect. You could have. Yeah. All right. So now this the thing. You got a
Mhm.
script that I gave you to do a bunch of inserts for the data. Did you run
Yeah.
that?
I'm not sure about. No, I didn't.
So that's why you ain't got no data.
Okay.
Now let me show you something. I'm gonna share my screen.
Okay.
So hold on. Share screen. All right. So if you scroll down here, it's gonna be a Dropbox. Let me see. That a Dropbox link right there. You
Okay.
click this.
Uh-huh.
When you click that, you're gonna come here. What you want is script data right here. If I download, I'm gonna download it right quick. It's gonna do most of your data. Obviously, not every table is gonna have data, but you're gonna have the data for it, but you should have most of it. See that? That's doing your insert statements. That's gonna put the data in your tables.
Okay. And I just run that.
Yep, you just run it and
Okay.
it'll insert all the data
Okay.
that you need.
All right.
Now,
Cool.
not all tables, like person.person's coming in. I don't even think the product table. Let me see. Did I get the product tables? Wait a minute. Production. Yeah. So you got the products. You got a lot of tables. You're not gonna have all of them, but you're gonna have a lot of them.
Okay. All right.
You should be fine. If you need more, let me know. I'll script the tables out and give them to you. If it's a table you missing.
All right.
But
Cool.
that's how that works. You just gotta run that to insert your data.
Okay. Cool.
All right. All right, guys. So
Wait, sorry, Sub. I was the person had the next question. I'm not sure what your schedule looks like. I tried to call you a few hours before the class started today. I have everything installed, but I'm not 110% sure. I have SQL Server Management Studio. I have SQL Server Express. I went and downloaded the whole Dropbox. But I'm not sure, like with the backups or if everything is on my computer correctly.
Let me look at it. You're gonna take but a second. I'll look at it.
I'm at work. I'm not near my computer.
Okay.
Yes. So, and I never am during the times of the class, and I haven't gotten a chance to really do the hands-on. I was gonna see if I don't know what time or how busy you are in the morning. But I would like to, maybe if I could call you or whatever, if I could share my screen with you, if you could kind of go in there and make sure
mean,
that.
I could, yeah.
Yeah.
Only thing is I got stand up and I work 2 jobs, but
Right. I've kind of figured that. Yeah.
I've been off for a while on one job. Now I'm back to working, so it's really busy right now. But
I got you.
I could probably take about 5 minutes tomorrow, like maybe around afternoon, something like let's say one. Let's say not one, about 12:30.
12:30
Eastern Standard, yeah, about 12:30, because I'll probably be heading to the gym. So
okay.
I can shoot out to. Well, no, would I be going to the gym? No, I probably won't. I don't know, but
Well,
anyway,
yeah, I don't want to get in the way of your schedule or anything. I just want to make sure I have it on there, so whenever I go to the study
So let
group
me
and
ask you
everything,
something. When you try to connect, what happens?
Well, see, that's the thing. I haven't. When I pull up the SQL Server Management Studio, it's just blank. I don't know if there's something I need to do to put Express on there. Like I watched the video and tried to kind of go
Okay,
through
hold
that.
on. Let me ask you this: did you install Express?
Yes.
So you installed Express. You installed the Management Studio.
Uh-huh.
So you know how to hit /SQL Express. You know how to do that?
No.
That's what you got to do to connect.
And it's /SQL Express.
Yeah, let me show it to you. I'm gonna type it in the chat up here. Just type it for you. So you want to do / that way SQLEXPRESS. That's it. Now, what a lot of students' issues have been is that they done tried to install SQL Express 50 times. If you did, you done messed it up, and you're gonna have to reset your Windows probably, because I don't know what I mean, you could try to uninstall it, but maybe the wizard will come up and do it, and if not, so if you did an install, only do it one time. If you don't know if you installed it, type services in the lower left-hand corner down here in your search bar right here. Type services right here. That'll tell you real quick. Right? All you got to do is just open this up. Scroll down to your S. There it go right there. See there? I installed it.
Right.
See? Mine is different, obviously. Mine is I got regular developer edition. You, on the other hand, you got Express edition, which means when you going in, you got to type /SQL Express. That's how you connect to your local instance. And that's it.
Okay.
That's all you got to do.
And then once I have all of that on there and I've already downloaded
then you got to
the full
restore the backups. Restore the backups. Just restore from the backups. That's it. Which means you got to navigate to that folder. And the easiest way to do that is what you saw me do, which is just put a C drive folder called backups. And then that way, when you go, you just scroll to the top. You're going to see backups. You click on it. You grab your .bak file for AdventureWorks 2012, and you click OK 4 times, 4 times, and it's going to restore the database, and you'll have the data, and you'll be done.
Okay. So is the backups, is that in the Dropbox stuff that I downloaded?
Everything. You got everything you need. I gave you everything. All you got to do is just go through and do it. It's done, though. I gave it to you.
Okay. So it is if I downloaded all the Dropbox stuff, the backup stuff is in there. So I just need to find that.
It's backup. Yeah. That's it. It's there. It's AdventureWorks.
And that's where AdventureWorks is.
You want, it's AdventureWorks 2012. That's the one you want.
Okay. I should be able to figure that out.
All right.
All right,
There we go.
appreciate you.
Okay. Man. Hey guys. I'll see y'all. God bless y'all. Y'all have a blessed evening. And I will see you guys later this week. See y'all.
All right, later.
Peace.